Okay, folks, we're down here in the pits again at Gresham Motorsports Park for Garage Talk, and I'm fortunate enough today to be joined by Mike Alexander and his son Clay, and they're going to be running here tonight. And Mike, you've had some success up there in the Nashville area in a huge way. You're from Franklin, Tennessee, just a short distance outside of Nashville. And tell us about the car and how it's going so far this year for you and Clay.
Well, I think we've had a great start. We've run a couple times already and had two good finishes, so we're on the road to success. You know, it takes a lot of time. You know, I ran for many years before anything really happened that was positive, and this is a tough sport of very few highs and a lot of lows, so you've got to make the best of those highs, and I think we're gaining on it. And the neat part for me is Clay's knowledge is expanding each day and each race, so that's successful for me.
Well, that's fantastic. And Clay, tell us the kind of things you are learning each and every week when you get out there on the track.
Everything. We've done our homework this year, and he's taught me more and more about how to make one turn left and go fast. We walk around the track before each race, and we pick up little things about which groove to run and where not to run. And he's on the radio all the time in every race, and everything he says to me, I just try to soak it up like a sponge because it's great.
Well, that's fantastic. We had Sam Hornish Jr. in here a week or two ago to test, and he was saying how he wished he hadn't just jumped right into the Sprint Cup cars because he could have learned against a little bit lesser competition instead of jumping in there against the big boys. So it's very important to continue to learn, isn't it, Mike?
Well, it is, but you never stop learning. This sport is so intense all the time, and you have to just stay on top of your game. And you know, unfortunately for Clay, I was out of this sport for 20 years, so I didn't do much with it. And then he had a notion he wanted to play again, so we're bringing some things back and trying to create as much knowledge as we can. And this part of it with his expanding his knowledge and having an opinion now of what things to do and questions that he has are very important. And that's again very successful for us right now.
So you haven't been out of it a while. I imagine you're learning some things each and every week as well, aren't you?
You know, it's just a fast pace, and being out of it just for a week or two, you might get behind pretty quick. So we're trying to expand on what we used to do and what we have to do now, and kind of relate some of that. And I do depend on some other guys that I lean on a little bit, and they tell me as much as they can. But we really have to. We have to do it on our own, and whether it be shocks or springs or bars, you know, we're doing it together, and that's a big family part for us. So it's pretty neat.
I got it. And Clay, where else have y'all run this year?
We ran at Opp and Montgomery, and we finished in the top 10 both races. We've really done our homework this year and have been way more successful with this package than we were last year. So it's going very well right now.
Well, that's great. And did you get to run some laps here yesterday?
We did. We ran all the practice and picked up every practice. So we're definitely going the right direction.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, gentlemen, we appreciate you appearing with us today on Gresham Motorsports Park Garage Talk, and good luck in the race tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.